Just finished a good 4-hour ride, really hilly, just short of 2,000 meters. My aim was to not look at my power, but to try and hit every single hill on the same amount of power average. I didn't look at my Garmin, and when I look back on my Train XL now, I want to look at maybe 245, 250 average for all the climbs. So here's the session from today. Let's take a look and see how my prediction or my aim for this particular ride worked out. So there's the session. I click on the session there, look, it says here, look, click for more details. I've already put my RPE in and also a few notes in my feedback. And there, my aim really was to focus on the top end of aerobic and specifically for the climbs. So let's click into the session and see how we get on. So we're going to select some segments targeting the sustainable climbs. Some of the climbing today was a little bit intermittent, but as you can see here, there's the route, there's the elevation profile. The other stuff we've got is distance, elevation, speed, power, and my cadence for this ride. Just scroll down. So as you can see here, what I'll do is I'll just get rid of speed. If you click on speed, you can get rid of it, because I want to see my power based on the climbs, because as you can see on some of these power profiles, when I'm climbing, there's some dead ground, it flattens off, and as such it affects your overall average power output. You lose that kinetic energy in the pedal. So at this point here, I'm only pushing out 135 watts. So selecting some of this will sort of undermine what I'm trying to achieve. So this first climb it's a bit erratic. So I'm gonna select this one. This is a bit more consistent, this one. Even though it drops off there, look. I'm gonna go for there until it starts dropping off. I'm gonna select that. So essentially just select, drag and drop alongside it. So there's my first split. It was 2 miles of climb in 11 minutes 20 seconds, and I averaged 266 watts for that period, that split. So again, this one here, look, is all a little bit sporadic. So I'm going to move across to this one, slide it across, save the lap. Let's see what this gives me. Okay, for 17 minutes now, 270 watts. So that's not too bad. And this is 2 hours 20 into the ride. And like I said, my aim here was to hold and sustain a level which I think I can hold for another 4, 5, 6 hours. So I'm training very specifically for a race in Colombia. It's an 8-stage race, lots of climbing. And each day will probably be around 5, 6 hours. So I'm going to grab this one. It's slightly shorter before I start the descent, so I'll select that one. 293, higher, but it's only 6 minutes, look. Probably went a bit too hard on that, looking at the numbers. Let's select this last one. This one looks pretty good as well. It's quite consistent. And again, 294. And I'm just going to select this last one here, even though it is up and down a little bit, and see what it gives me. Yeah, I suspected 265. It's not too bad though, considering. So we got there 30, 40, 50, 55 minutes. So a good hour of climbing of the ones that I've selected. I can select all these now and it'll give me an average. So I averaged 275 watts on my climb, so just over 4 watts per kilogram. So I'm pretty pleased with that, considering in the later stages here, I'm over 3 hours of riding. And I'm still managing to hold quite a reasonable amount of power, and it's consistent. So I'm quite pleased with that. So this is the kind of information that you can gather from any ride that you do, any training session that you do. But for this particular ride, I was just focusing on my climbing output and consistency of intensity, and to see how long I actually hold it for. So I'm quite pleased with this outcome.